Angry Birds. The game was once the face of smartphone gaming. And given the accelerating pace at which the app marketplace evolves, Angry Birds is now nothing more than a blast from the past, a Hall of Famer, and perhaps a shining beacon of inspiration for app developers. Angry Birds the movie reflects the game's creator Rovio Entertainment's attempt to turn the ripple into a tide again. According to reports, the movie did help the company go uphill from a profit standpoint and apparently saving it from succumbing to diminishing revenue. Yet, mixed reviews was what the flick earned. With a mere 4.9 out of 10 and 6.3 out of 10 from Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, the movie didn't please the crowd as much as the app, yet did fine. That being said, allow us to bring you 21 movie mistakes from Angry Birds, the movie. Mistake 1. Red hurries all the way through with the egg in his hand. As he waits for the door to be answered, at a moment's notice, he puts on the clown makeup. Where did he get those clown accessories from? Was he carrying it all along? Mistake 2. Over here, as Red continues his confusing conversation, his clown nose appears to change position by itself. Now what really is up with that? Mistake 3. And again, just as Red prepares to leave, he remembers the 3-star customer rating. Until then, the squirrel in the cake was not seen in the background. It appears to have come out of nowhere. Mistake 4. Notice that nameless purple birdie sitting there? Yes, you may have already noticed, it's changed its color without any warning. Mistake 5. Jury time at the bird court. Nice! Except that little green bird over there. Another instance of unwarned color change after a few shots. As you can see, the bird's color has changed. Mistake 6. See? There's nothing beside her. But just as Matilda introduces Terrence, she picks up his file. Who put it there? Mistake 7. Notice the position of Terrence. Look at how the entrance to the door is blocked by the mighty bird. But just as Chuck starts doing yoga, it appears he is near the door. Mistake 8. In this scene, as Bob recites his poem, we can see that Matilda is sitting on 2 pillows. But in the very next shot of hers, there are 3. What was up with the continuity crew of this movie? Mistake 9. As we continue with the scene, as the group begins to move, we don't see the pillows they sat on. Where did they all go? Mistake 10. There's the baby bird again, along with her parents and the other birds on the shore. And as he does so, the baby bird has disappeared. I thought the pigs were only here for the eggs.
Mistake 11. Notice the bluebird standing beside Bomb. But in the very next shot, he is just ahead of Bomb. Or is it that there's more than one clone of the bird as in the game?
Mistake 12. Now that is a clearly empty table for Red and Chuck, and just as the event begins to unfold, they have fruit drinks on their table. Mistake 13. Reanalyzing this scene from a visual accuracy perspective, we find that the trio, Bomb, Red, and Chuck, are pretty far from the Mighty Eagle's cave. Yet when the Mighty Eagle is taking a leak, it appears to fall pretty close to them. Mistake 14. And over here, the trio are pushed to the edge of the cave by Mighty Eagle. Yet in the next shot, they are somehow not really standing on the edge. Mistake 15. Notice the birds next to Office Owl as he steps in front to speak. When the angle changes, the birds too change. How could the animators possibly think that all of our attention would only fall on Red? Mistake 16. Notice those dynamites next to Red. Pleasantly, they do appear in the following shots as well, until the focus more on Red. At this point, they seem to have buried under the sand or blended in with the surroundings. Mistake 17. Watch closely at those cards on the floor. In the very next shot, 3 standalone cards disappear. Mistake 18. Over here, in this action-packed sequence, notice the position of the trampoline, and just as the egg bounces out of it into the curtain and rolls on the floor, when the camera zooms out, the position of the trampoline, which was well in front of the window, somehow changes. Mistake 19. As Mighty Eagle is unable to fly away with the net of eggs due to being held back by Leonard and the other pigs, the net breaks open, sending one of the eggs bouncing back into the castle, urging Red to go back for it. But while Mighty Eagle is flying back to the other birds, the net is no longer broken. Mistake 20. At this point, there is nothing there on the Mighty Eagle's beak, but just as he drops and rolls, a plunger is stuck onto his beak. Now where did that come from? Mistake 21. Wow, look at all the cute hatchlings running towards the rescuers. And as they chant, notice the particular brown one. Well, on the close-up shots of the 3 hatchlings, the brown one suddenly seems to have become orange. Well folks, that's all the mistakes our perfectionist eyes could scoop up. Do let us know in the comments if we've missed any. Talking about Angry Birds the movie, for creative freedom, Rovio Entertainment took into its own hands the development and production of the flick. It's more like their first full-length animation feature, A New Hat. And we, along with the fans of the game, are looking forward to the sequel in 2019. And we sincerely hope the studio gives an extra effort to avoid continuity errors and other mistakes. Thank you for watching another one of Movie House.